Good morning, West Michigan. 6:12 now as we look at traffic moving along very smoothly through downtown Grand Rapids. As we really get a perspective on what's going to be going on this weekend, we will be tracking a big East Coast storm system that keeps most of the moisture south of the state of Michigan. So we have just a few icy spots here and there, leftover residual moisture from the snow that fell earlier this week. Today, breezy and milder with high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. We're going to start to melt things down just a little bit today and tomorrow. But if you love snow, we've got more of it on the way. In fact, tracking a snowmaker for Sunday, which will bring widespread snow to the region. We're breaking it down for you this morning from Ludington to Lansing, off to the east, about 1 to 3 inches of snow. Heavier amounts to the south from the Holland area to Battle Creek, Jackson, over toward Ann Arbor into the south. And at this point, about 2 to 4 inches, maybe a few outside spots getting just a little bit more than that. So if you've got travel plans over the weekend, keep in mind there is the big potential on Sunday that roads could become quite slippery. You'll probably do some shoveling in most places by the end of the weekend too. Temps outside upper 20s to low 30s. Here's a look at where all that precipitation is for the East Coast storm system. Mid-Atlantic states into New England. We'll see that curl up the East Coast, and as it does, it's going to wrap in some colder air, and that's why the precip that this morning is some really heavy rainfall from Tennessee southward is pegged to make that change over to some accumulating snow as we head through the end of the day today and certainly tonight into tomorrow. So we've got traveling plans in that direction. Keep in mind, we've got a very weak clipper system coming our way. Not a lot of moisture with this one, and the potential is there that it'll produce just a few flurries for us later this evening and tonight, and maybe even a little bit of light freezing mist early tomorrow morning too. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. In the meantime, the short term, looking at temperatures in the upper 30s for highs today and tomorrow. Here comes that accumulating snow for Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, some colder air starts to settle in with high temperatures only in the 20s as we head into the early part of next week. You see a lot of clouds in the 8-day forecast. We have seen a lot of clouds this month of January. In fact, meteorologist Ellen Baca sorting out exactly how little sunshine we've seen, but forecasting some in the days ahead.
That's true. We are going to see a little bit of a switch. It's going to happen after we get past Sunday. But if we look at January as a total, we haven't seen that much sunshine at all. It's averaged out to about 15.5%. Usually in January, we average out at about 26%, so this is below average. Still, if we look at past years, we've had much cloudier. Back in 2003 and 2004, for example, we had a total of 8% each of those Januaries. So we've seen cloud cover like this before, but the past week especially has been very brutal if you've been wishing for the sunshine. We've had such overcast conditions that we've only seen 2.5%. That averages out to about an hour of sunshine over the last 7 days. We've only seen about an hour. Now, one of the reasons why is because, unlike December, we've had a pretty active pattern in January. We've had a lot of these little clipper systems that drag up cloud cover ahead of it and then cooler air behind it. And of course, with our lake still being warm, that's enough to generate some of that cloud cover. But if we look at your sunshine outlook, you'll notice we have a chance for some partial sunshine today, even a little bit Saturday. Not much hope on Sunday, though. That is the day that we're forecasting accumulating snow. But Monday and Tuesday, once it clears out, looks like we should start to get a little bit of that sunshine. The only time I'm grateful for no sun is when I'm in the car and driving.
Yes,
because that is the worst.
Really,
when you're in the car and you can't like flip the visor the right way, you're like moving. So
well, you have plenty of days where that's not a problem for you.
Right.
We have so little sun here. I was looking at a list here. We're number 21 out of 101 cities with the lowest amount of available sun.
And I believe it because of the lake.
Right, and
you know,
and the correlation is, you were talking a little bit about the lake water temperatures are still a little bit warmer than they typically are. That's why December is typically a cloudier month than January, because we typically expect the lake to be colder by now. But because we have missed out on that cold in December, the lake stayed a little bit warmer, and so we're
getting the clouds now.
Getting the clouds now. But as we turn colder, the trade-off for Monday and Tuesday, a little sunshine, but sharply colder for Monday and Tuesday too. Always trade-offs with the weather.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pick
there
your
are.
poison.
6:16 right now. Read my